In December, it would be my 10th year having celiac symptoms, and what we did was my friend and partner, Jesse, had come over and we would watch movies on the weekends, and it was a lot of fun, but I never had much to drink except hard liquor, and he would always have some craft beer with him.
I decided we should, let's see if we can brew this ourselves and drink our own supply. It'll be a heck of a lot cheaper. And with that, we combined it with our love of movies and hanging out, and it's kind of where this brainchild stemmed from.
It was a great process. It took a little bit to learn because we didn't have any wheat, any rye, no barley. We're using, ancient grains, which are, flaked quinoa, buckwheat, millet, and rice. And with that, we were able to create some pretty delicious flavors. I learned how to adapt my home recipes for food to make it taste good. So with that, I learned how to yield spices and stuff like that. And that's kind of how we got the beer to taste as good as it does, because Jesse's good at knowing what craft beer is supposed to taste like.
I guess being an engineer by trade, I like tinkering with machinery. There's science behind it. Not a huge fan of math, but there is math involved with engineering. Just being that into that sort of area, brewing seemed right in the engineering field, so it's love of two different things. So I guess one of the more satisfying aspects of brewing is taking a recipe that's totally an idea out of your head, coming up with it, putting it in software or on paper, and then executing it and having it come out tasting good. That's essentially, what an engineer strives for. You design something, you build it, and it works. That's engineering in a nutshell.
It's incredible, when we started this, we thought we would just be like every other brewery where, we have a theme now, so it's a little bit different than the other breweries, but other than that, we thought we'd just kind of be making craft beer and serving craft beer, and, that's not been the case at all. The people that come in here, celiac or intolerant or, have some sort of gluten issue, it's the normalcy that they crave. The beer is good. Everyone will say the beer is good, and that's great, but it's creating an environment that's safe for people, that they know when they're in here that there's no chance of cross-contamination, because we are a dedicated gluten-free facility. So for ingredient purposes, nothing comes through this door that's not, dedicated, certified gluten-free. And the peace of mind has been incredible.
The space was totally built by us and like-minded people, so it's natural coming here.
The decor we both worked really hard on. I mean, we traveled up and down the East Coast, going to conventions, picking up memorabilia, having actors and actresses sign them, and then finding the right spot here.
The space, it's our baby. There's really not one part that I like more than the other, but yeah, it's basically all of our favorite horror movies from all different years. And, customers have mentioned the word vibe about 1,000 times. And it's true, it is totally a vibe. And it's just really fun being here. It's like every night that we're serving people, they're not customers, they're our friends, and we're just throwing a giant party. And that's what we love to do.
For the future, I just hope that other businesses can see that, being a dedicated gluten-free facility, forgetting the alcohol aspect of it, there isn't too many other businesses that do it. There are bakeries and things like that. It would be nice to see a restaurant pop up, knowing that it could, be viable for business.
The people coming in here who have never had beer before or have never experienced, a bar scene, it brings me to tears like it does them. It's just a cool experience being somebody's first beverage that they couldn't have ever. It's just very humbling. So I hope when people come through the door they're wowed by what they see, and then even further wowed by what they taste, and they just generally enjoy themselves and stick around for lots of hours and bring their friends and family and hanging out.
Cheers!